Coming to you live from the hottest ice in town, the Airport Ice Arena in Moon Township. Tonight, the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League presents the Hampton Talbots and the Moon Tigers. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo. I'll be joined by Lesh and Brian Fadeley, or I'm really joining them. But tonight, the Tigers and Talbots tango as the stretch run of the PIHL regular season continues to roll. Going to send it over to Al and Brian now. Mr. Lesh and Mr. Fadeley, the voices of Tiger hockey. Do it all over again. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Matt. As you said, the Dogs and the Cats go at it tonight. Hampton Talbots seated 5th in the playoffs. The Tigers have been eliminated. This is Tigers' finale for the season, Brian. And it's not what we expected when we started, but it's not exactly as bad as actually I thought they were going to have a worse season, and then they started out and we're thinking, hey, this could be pretty good, and we did that roller coaster thing throughout the season.
Yeah, I agree. We said at the beginning of the year we weren't quite sure what we were going to get with this Tiger team. They easily could have made the playoffs, the section that they were in, but that is not the way the puck bounced for them this year. You know, you can't get all the bounces all the time, but one thing we did learn is what this Tiger team is going to look like for the next couple of years after watching a season's worth of hockey from some really promising freshmen on this team. Next year is going to be an exciting year for Tiger hockey, and I think will be quite an improvement over this one.
Oh, I totally agree, especially between the pipes. And especially between the pipes with Wolzencroft. Sorry about that.
Matt just had to get one extra added.
Yeah,
he's
Matt
always making money.
Yeah.
This is what happens when Jeff's not around. I'm telling you. Just quietly. That's in the background.
yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That's subliminal messages
that's
there.
That's right.
Well, we're ready to go here. The good thing for the Tigers is the last time these two met up at the Ice Connection, the Tigers took the Talbots down 6-5, and we are underway. And the Tigers have control, trying to get it out of their own zone. Working it there. Mady up along the boards. Tarquinio bounces over a stick, but they get it out to center ice. Here comes Eggenloff. He has Tarquinio with him. Eggenloff, toe drags around, shoots it off the pad. And the Tigers are going to keep it in. Mady toward the net. Tried to get it to Brennan. That's tipped out of the way by the Talbots. It comes out to the point. DeSillo will keep that down in deep. Tigers working behind the net now, double teaming the Talbots. Now the Talbots get an extra skater in there. Good poke check there by Brennan. He gets it back on the half board. It's knocked away. Tigers keep it in neatly. Mady toward the net. It's directed wide of the net. Eggenloff goes over to pick it up. It's all been Tigers here early in the game, but here come the Talbots now out of their own zone. Picked up by Eggenloff. He's going to keep that in momentarily. Out the center ice it comes. Off the bench comes Walcom, and he picks it up, and he walks into the zone. Now he passes over, and Talbots knock it out of the zone. Picked up there by Murphy. He's going to knock it right back toward the Talbot zone. Whipping around, Weaver sends it toward the middle of the slot there, and the Talbots come back the other way. And it's Hornick will whip it around the Tiger net. Working it down in deep, set it out in the slot. Tigers take it away. Hornick gets it right back to the point. Michael sends it down in deep for the Talbots. The Tigers whip it around behind their own net up along the far boards. And finally, the Tigers get it out to center red, and the Talbots will send it back in off the stick of Alex Michael. Tigers have it there. Here they come out of the zone. Off the skate of Weaver. It goes down the length. And over to pick it up is Cameron Rainier, but not before the icing is whistled on the Tigers with 15:09 remaining here in the first period. And we're scoreless.
And so far in this game, good hop by the Tigers, better than we've seen, especially the last time we saw them out here playing on the other side of the Airport Ice Arena, playing on air side. We noticed throughout the game that the ice was quite different than over here on land side. It took about 30 seconds for the ice over there to get chopped up. I played on both sides, but you don't really notice the difference until you can compare them that way.
They face off down in the zone, and the Tigers come away with it, taken away by the Talbots. Out to the point it comes. Twardock sends it down in deep, picked up by Fortwanger. Fortwanger up ahead to Eggenloff. Eggenloff to Hart. Hart crosses the blue line, wrists one in on Radia, and he gloves that one and holds on. So far, I have the only 2 shots by the Tigers so far.
Yeah, no real pressure at all for Hampton in the zone. And we mentioned this last week with Erie. You know, in Hampton, it's probably a little tough to get up for a game like this. You've already clinched your playoff spot. You don't want to get hurt.
Right.
It's not a super long drive, but it's, you know, not in the backyard either.
Tigers shoot that one toward the net. It gets picked off by the Talbots, and they will send it down for an icing. We'll have another face-off. And the game we couldn't make earlier this week was the Tigers and the Wildcats from Greater Latrobe, and they gave the Wildcats all they can handle before they went down by the score of 5-4. So that's one that we couldn't bring you.
Yeah, and we saw that earlier in the year when those 2 teams met for the first time.
Tigers played them tough then, too.
Yep.
Tigers still working the puck in the zone. Biani from the blue line whips it around behind the net. Fortwanger helps it along. Eggenloff picks it up in the corner. Try to get it back to Eggenloff, and the Talbots take it away. Nice play there by Lynch. He gets it up ahead. And it's Holmetz gets knocked off the puck, but the Talbots keep control of the puck. Now the Tigers take it away. Hart brings it out to center ice. He loses control. Good follow there by Eggenloff. Brings it across the red line. Followed on by Biani on the backhand. Tried to get it in deep, and he hits Holmetz. Holmetz has the puck. He's by himself. He brings it into the zone. Tried to drop it back, and the Tigers come away with it out of the zone. Nick Hart with the puck. He'll get the puck.
Look out.
Across the center red, and he puts it up into the stands. He tried to go off the window just a bit high.
Foul balled on the first baseline. Get that in there for you, Al. It's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
10 degrees outside, but I know you're thinking baseball.
No, the old Buccas are 2-0 in Grapefruit League. So, Tordock now for the Talbots. We'll send it in deep. Back to get it is Mady in his own zone. He clears it back out to center ice. Tarquinio picks it up along the boards. Tried to get it in deep. Nothing doing there. And here come the Talbots back the other way. That's center red. They get it up to Leah. Eric Leah on his backhand sends it through the slot to the far side. Tigers can't get it out of the zone. Now it's still there in front of the Tiger bench. It's a Talbots 2-on-2 down low. The Tigers, good poke check there by Brennan. And the Talbots get the puck, shoot it into the far corner, set it up in the slot, shot, scored.
My goodness.
A one-timer off the stick of Bill McGuire makes it 1-0 Talbots.
First shot of the game, too. But it was a bang-bang play off the far side wall, centering pass to the front of the net, and making no mistake, going top shelf, one motion. Just a great shot.
I didn't see who made that pass over to him, but that was definitely Bill McGuire. Nice little one-timer up over the shoulder there, Brian, like you said. All right, we'll have to get the scoring a little bit later. They come totally different from what I saw.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Me too.
Little shot there, and Durkin has to make the save, and the Talbots get the rebound, put it up into the netting. So quickly, the Talbots have turned the tide and got some quick shots on net. One of them goes in, and it's 1-0 Hampton. Face off. They scrum for it down in the corner. Hampton has it. Behind the net. Out to the point. Crosses the blue line out to center ice. The Talbots maintain control, though. They put it over to the near wall. And can they get it in? They will. Comes right back out to center ice. Battling for it's Walcom. He digs it out of there. Has the puck taken off his stick. Walcom sends it in on net. And Radia has to make the save. Kicks it into the far corner. Behind the net it comes, and Talbots come away with it. Working like dogs in their own zone. Shot there by Kaus. Redirected by one of the Talbots right in on Radia. He has to glove that one and hold on with 12:07.
And Kaus took a hit to make that shot, but he got it on net. Cat-like reflexes to stay on his feet.
Awesome. Gotta love it. Talbots win the face-off. Here they come through center ice. 2-on-1 develops down low. Shot there goes wide of the net. And that was off the stick of Ethan Holmitz. The Tigers have it now, trying to work it out of the zone. Goes all the way across the ice. Katsafanis will get it and dump it back into Holmitz in the Tiger zone. Good poke check there by Biani. And that net's knocked off the moorings, and we'll have a face-off in the Tiger zone with 11:44 remaining.
And the Tigers are lucky they didn't get called for interference there.
It was close.
It was.
Yeah.
Biani, he rode him into the net, which has a defenseman. That's you cut the line off so that the forward runs into the net, and you make sure that the net is like a third defenseman out there. But what happened is before he did that, he stopped up right in front of him.
And then he wrapped him up.
Yeah.
Behind the net, the Tigers have it off the face-off. Hart tried to one-time it out to Eggenloff. That doesn't happen, but the Tigers finally get it. Fortwangler now just touches over to Fortwangler, and he'll just bump it ahead and away.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty here. Eggenloff. They're going to call an interference.
Looks like Lynch is going to go sit.
And to me, that looked like they just, feet got tangled up a little bit there. But you see a player like Eggenloff go off of his skates, you're going to make that call.
Every time. And the Tigers now on the first power play of the game. It's Walcom bringing it in to the near far corner. Turns. Tries to get it out to the point. Didn't get anything on it. And the Talbots can't clear. Goes right to one of the Talbots, though. And they will clear it out of the zone off the stick of Justin Weinbrenner. Here come the Tigers now. Back through center ice. It's Murphy with the Jets on. Into the near corner. Trying to walk it in front. He does, but the puck goes behind the net. Murphy picks it back up in the far corner. Tries to drop it back. It's in his feet. Up
It's
along the
following
boards.
him right now.
He gets it back down to Ottaviani. Ottaviani out to the point. Murphy now with it. Goes back to Ottaviani in the corner. Kicks it behind. Ottaviani gets it back in the corner. Turns, goes the other way. Fortwangler gets it back to Ottaviani. Good checking there by the Talbots. Fortwangler now has it in the corner, and he tried to get it back to Ottaviani. It doesn't happen. It ricochets off of Talbot right in the front of the net, and they will clear it down right in on Durkin. He has to make the save. Look out here. It's Holmitz picking it up, and he'll rag it back to
smart
Baker.
Play by Holmitz.
No, I'm sorry, that was Leah. But the Talbots get it back in deep. Forechecking there. And the Tigers have the puck. Talbots take it away. Leah walking in. Tried to get it over to McGuire. That doesn't happen, but McGuire has the puck. Shoots it off the face mask of Durkin. McGuire gets it back. Centers up in front. It's all shorthanded. 35 to go in the Tiger power play. Finally, here comes Walcom for the Tigers into the zone. Good stick check there by Leah to take it off of Walcom's stick and send it back down and have Davis DeSillo retreat behind his own net to pick it up. 20 to go in the power play. Tigers have it at center ice. Working it up through the zone. DeSillo, touch pass there to Ottaviani. Brings it down into the far corner. Being checked there by Alex Michael. Ottaviani and Walcom goes over to give a hand. Ottaviani tried to walk it out in front off the back of the net. Gives it back to Walcom. Walcom sets it up in front. Look out here. It's in the slot. Stopped by Radia off the shot of DeSillo. And the Talbots will clear the zone. We're back to even strength. Brett Mady now hustling back in his own zone. Gets it out to center ice. The Talbots can't enter the zone. They'll be offsides. They dump it in. Fortwangler settles it down. Little give and go there. Fortwangler gets hit into the boards in his own zone. Back to get it. DeSillo tried to whip it around the boards. Intercepted there by the Hampton Talbots. And finally, Stritzinger brings it in, and Tigers send it back to center ice, and Twardock will have to settle it down for the Talbots. They go D to D. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Katsafanis crossed ice to Twardock. Crossed ice pass to Stritzinger. He gets it into the Tiger zone, but it's right on the Tiger stick. It's down in the corner now, finally dug out by the Tigers. They get it out to the blue line, and the Tigers have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. 3-on-1. Here comes Eggenloff. It's Josh Scott. Drops it back for Eggenloff. It's behind him, and the Talbots circle back and pick it up. Walking into the zone is Luke Sorongi. And here come the Tigers back the other way. Josh Scott, too far for him. Picked up by Lynch. Cross check there by Eggenloff, no call. And here comes Josh Scott once again. He's got Eggenloff with him. Tried to get it to him. He fed it in, and Radia has to kick that one aside. Eggenloff has it back in the corner over to Scott. Scott out to the point. Biani is going to wrist one toward the net. Radia will glove that one out of the atmosphere and hold on with 7:26 remaining in the first. 1-0 Dogs over the Cats.
And on the power play, the Tigers they couldn't get anything going. They had a cycle going on the far side wall down in the corner, but it was almost a cycle by accident. The puck wouldn't settle down. It was bouncing around every which way but loose, and they just couldn't make anything come of it. And Hampton has gained some momentum off the penalty kill.
Yeah, they did. They had some good chances shorthanded. And here comes Lynch for the Talbots. Wrist shot from the blue line. That beat Durkin, but it was high and wide. Lynch picks it up, coming up the near wall, all the way out to the blue line, circling with it. Now he's in the far side circle, shoots it. That's redirected wide off the stick of Justin Weinbrenner. Tigers trying to clear the zone. They lift it up to center ice. Weinbrenner picks it up, dumps it right back in. Tarquinio has it, goes across the ice to Biani. Biani, headman pass, too far for Brennan. He said Brennan played it, so it's no icing. And Rainier will play it up to center ice. Here comes Lynch again, 3-on-2 for the Talbots. Lynch, top of the circle. He shoots it. Stick save by Durkin. He kicks it into the near corner. Talbots now working hard. Out to the point. Weinbrenner. That's blocked out in front.
Yep. Woo, that was close.
Shot there. Another one blocked out in front. That's Kaus stopping two up, and the Tigers will send it down. This will be icing Tigers, but it's a good icing. They were running around there in their own zone, Brian.
Yeah, and the first block off of shin guard took a really weird hop, and it sort of settled down right in the middle of everybody's feet. And those are dangerous pucks about 3 feet from your goaltender because he can't get down and get to them. They're just sort of sitting there, and anybody can spin around, kick a leg, kick a skate, move a stick, and tap it in, and your goalie can be caught off guard pretty easy. So the Tigers were pretty lucky there. And right off the face-off, one flutters in and snagged out of the atmosphere by Durkin, but the Tigers pretty lucky that puck didn't go into a more dangerous area and found its way out of the zone.
Face-off, won by the Talbots. Tordock, he'll wrist one. That's about 10 feet wide on the near side. Tried to put it in front from the corner, and that gets knocked in behind the net now. Tigers trying to get it out of their own zone. Up along the boards. Up. Good keep there by Tordock. Now it goes out of the zone, but it comes right to Ryan Hornick. He'll dump it in off a Tordock's stick. Kaus goes in behind the Tiger net, pick it up. Off along the boards. Talbots had that play read. They keep it in. They send it in behind the Tiger net. Knocked aside by Walcom, but it goes right to one of the Talbots. Now it's McGuire behind the Tiger net, over into the corner. Tried to get it out to the point. Knocked down by Ottaviani. Alex Ottaviani, one against the world, trying to split the D. Can't do it. Katsafanis will send it to the far side. And Ryan Hornick trying to get it up, and they will get it out of the zone. And DeSillo will have to hustle back after it, pick it up in his own zone. Being hounded there by McGuire. Leah keeps it in. It goes off of McGuire's stick and right to Durkin from the far corner. He'll hold that one on for a face-off. 5:13 remaining in a 1-0 game.
Nothing going right for the Tigers right now. They can't get a bounce. Nothing seems to be hopping their way, but fortunately for them, for Hampton, it's just a touch off for them on the other side of the coin. It's not working quite out well for them either.
Yeah, they're getting some good looks, and the Tigers doing a good job of keeping it out of their nets so far. And again, Talbot's working the puck in the Tiger zone. Send it in the slot. Nobody there but Tigers. In fact, they collided with each other, and the Talbots come away with it. Serlingoni sends it around the net. Bounces out to the boards. Fort Wangler can't keep it in, and it trickles out to center ice, though. Fort Wangler loses it to Hart. Hart back to Silo off the board. Just going to be icing. No icing. They waved that one off.
That one was touched.
Up around the boards. Fort Wangler holds that one, and he risks that one wide of the net. DeSillo over to keep it in. He will dump it down, but the Talbots follow it up.
DeSillo was skating there with reckless abandon. He was keeping that puck in, or he was killing someone in the process.
Talbots dump it in. Tigers get it. Fort Wangler now working it along the near boards. Off the boards to Egenloff. Too far for him. Comes over to Katsafanis. Off the boards to Lynch. Lynch picks it up, circling in his own zone. Egenloff gives him a shove. Lynch goes crossed ice. Katsafanis makes a move around Hart. Up the center ice. Comes right to Fort Wangler. Tried to get around Lynch. Lynch says, I'll have none of that. He brings it up into the zone. It's off sides as Homets was trying to pick it up, but he was in just ahead of the puck. If he'd have skated toward the puck, Brian, he'd have been on sides and been able to go in on net.
Yeah, and that was very fortunate for the Tigers. DeSillo had been out there for a while, and he was headed off the ice. He was coming in for a change. Looked like that puck was going to get put in deep by the Tigers, but it didn't. Bounces the other way. He had to turn to get back in the play, and he was coming so hard from the other direction. 9 times out of 10, you get crossed up there, and you give an odd man break to the other team, but offsides saved the Tigers' stripes.
Ooh, here come the Talbots one more time into the Tiger zone. Shot deflected out in front by the Tigers up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the zone, Tiger zone, with a bunch of threes on the board. 3:33 remaining here in the first. The Tigers trailing by the score of 1-0. Not for lack of trying. They're playing hard here. Can't get it past Radio. Tigers win the face-off. Try to go weak side around the boards. They cleared the zone, but that's about it. It's Homets now for Hampton. Goes crossed ice. Talbots now work it up to Weinbrenner. Weinbrenner brings it in. He takes a check. Good hip check there by Biani. Just pushes him into the corner. But, again, Talbots have it. Homets now on the half wall. Comes away with it. Gets around Brennan. Goes crossed ice to Weinbrenner. Weinbrenner toward the net. Hit the side of the net. A couple Tigers go down. Biani's going to take a penalty here. As Tarquinio touches up, it's going to be an interference call on Biani. So the Talbots now will be on a power play. Their first power play of the game on the interference to Justin Biani.
The two players talking to each other as they got up from the collision, and I'm sure Biani was telling him where he could find some skating lessons. Get ready for the playoffs. You can go down to RMU, see Marianne Watkins, and maybe work on that a little bit.
I was thinking they were going to call holding. I mean, it could have been either one, but Tigers win the face-off, and they'll send it down the lane. Brady now in the corner. Clears it out the center ice. Goes off a Murphy stick, picked up by Brett Mady. Brett Mady wearing a C for the Tigers. He'll send it up to Walcom, shorthanded now into the Talbot zone. The Tigers now working it. Egenloff over to Walcom. Walcom shoots it. Blocked out in front. Great job there by Leah.
Yeah, and that one hurt a little bit. He's favoring that left leg just a little bit.
Here comes Homets now with the Jets on right through center circle. Tried to get around to D. He still has the puck. He gets turned away, but he still maintains control. Homets out by the blue line. Up along the boards. Tigers intercept that. That's Mady, I believe. No, it's not. It's Murphy with the puck. Goes down into the corner, but he's killing some time. It goes into the far corner. Now Brett Mady has it. He gets checked. He sends Baker to the ice. Still has the puck. Goes up along the boards, and Leah picks it up at the point. Crossed ice to Lynch. Lynch tried to get a one-timer to Baker. That doesn't happen, but the Talbots have it. Homets in the near corner now. To Lynch out at the blue line. Crossed ice. Lynch gets it back. Down to the corner to Homets. Homets 42 to go in the power play. To Lynch. 3 across the blue line. Homets. Lynch with the slap shot. Blocker save by Durkin. Murphy has it behind his own net. Killing some time. Down to 25 to go in the power play. They fall in the corner. Murphy digs it out. Austin Murphy behind the net. It's whacked ahead by one of the Tigers. And here comes Walcom, shorthanded with 15 to go. Brings it into the zone. High in the slot, over to the near corner. Shoots it right in already. He makes a save. It goes in to the far corner. Under a minute to go and 5 to go in the penalty. You got
another
it's a penalty here on Hampton.
Looks like it's going to be a high
stick. Is that I thought I saw the same motion there, Brian. Yep, high stick as the Pickering calls. And that's going to go, was that Lynch or Baker? I saw one.
I think it's Leah that went in there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Went in
layup,
and
4.
smacked the water bottle. Right, he's none too happy about taking that penalty late in the period, especially right at the end of a power play for the Talbots.
Under a minute to go, and he takes a penalty. So the Tigers on the power play. If they don't score here in the next 40, it'll carry over to period number 2. They have the puck. Scott puts it around the boards. DeCillo pinches into the near corner, far corner. He puts it around to the near corner. Josh Scott goes over to pick it up. Nobody near him. They're giving him some time and space. 25 to go in the power play in the period. We'll go by that clock right now. DeCillo. Oh, he tried to slap pass to Scott.
That's interference.
Couldn't get
call.
a stick on it. Yeah. Kurtze now shot. Oh, stick save up into the netting. Kurtze with a nice little snapshot there from the blue line with 14.4. Radium makes the save.
Yeah, great play by DeCillo on the far wall. And he is a right-handed shooting defenseman playing the left side, which is the side I like to play because it makes me simplify my game a little bit. But you can't take the puck clean off the wall. But if you put it 3 or 4 feet away from the wall because you see the defenseman there and you want to throw it past them, well, you're putting it right on the tape of DeCillo, and he looked off the shot and made a nice little slap pass to the high slot, but the direction was just wide. And the period's going to come to an end.
Tigers putting on a little show there at the end. Got a nice shot on and gets blocked out, and Talbot sends it down length right as the buzzer sounds there, Brian.
Hampton didn't like it too much. They're
No.
starting to get a little aggravated here that the Tigers are hanging around in this game, and got to use that to your advantage.
All right, at the end of 1, it's the Hampton Talbots 1, the Moon Tigers nothing. We'll be right back. Or are we going to you? Going right to Matt Fargo.
Well, thanks, Al. The Tigers and Talbots coming up in this second period, but kind of reminder in PIHL AA playoff action, Talbots are still playing for something. They're playing to get that 4th spot in the postseason to guarantee themselves home ice. They're already guaranteed to play the Mustangs of Plum, but a win tonight would flip that and have the Talbots hosting the playoff game as opposed to them going on the road. A couple other scoring updates. Pirates win their second in spring training, improved to 2-0, an 8-2 win over the Yankees after an impressive 8th and 9th inning where they batted around.
And first at bat home run for Polanco.
That's right. And the Pens are tied with the Canadiens 3-3.
3-3.
The Carey Priceless Canadiens playing
also,
the Olympics hurt.
That's right. And also one final note, some great news for all of hockey that doctors have reassured Chris Letang that he will be able to come back and play hockey, which is sure as for a father is one of few and far between wants or needs at this point, but we're excited for Chris.
Right, and if you're a Penguins fan, I mean, as much as you want him in the lineup, I'm thinking, don't worry about it.
Take care of yourself.
Next year.
Yeah, pretty much. They had initially said 6 to 8 weeks, but then that was changed to he might play again. But now, today saying that he will play again, we just don't know when. It's just fantastic. It's really, really great. So.
Underway, second period. Shot shorthanded by the Talbots as the Tigers give it away in their own zone once they're clearing, but now they have it. Murphy with the Jets on. Remember, they're on man advantage here. Murphy with a shot. Radia makes the save, goes behind the net. He doesn't know where it's at. Fortunately for him, one of his teammates has it, but they can't clear the zone. Vianney, big slap shot. Radia makes the save again. Goes right to Welcome in the corner. 35 to go in the power play. Thought about the backhand wraparound. Still skates with it. Out to the point. Murphy keeps it in. Takes a huge hit from Stritzinger. And here comes Katsafanis. Brings it across the blue line and stops. Stritzinger has it. Shoots it. Shot, save, and rebound. Save again by Durkin. And here come the Tigers back the other way. 15 to go in the power play. It's Eggenloff. Couldn't get around the D, but it comes out to center ice. Murphy has it. 10 to go in the power play. Tigers can't go in. It'll be offsides. They tag up. Now they can go get it, but the Talbots have it, and that'll kill the power play. We're down to 2 to go. Out to center ice. Lynch, little touch pass to Katsafanis. Over to Leah. Leah brings it into the zone. Slap shot right into the gut of Durkin, and he's going to cradle that one and hold on. 15:41 remaining here in the second period. It's 1-0 Talbots as they've killed off the power play.
And if you couldn't tell, they were a little aggravated at the end of the first. That was the exclamation point on that sentence right there. They came out just crushing people and flying down the ice. Good chances. And they found an extra gear to start the second for sure.
Off the face-off, the Tigers will push it out to center ice. Baker's back to get it right in front of the Tiger bench. Goes off of Brennan, and it goes right to Tarquinio in the Talbot zone. Unfortunately, he was offside, so they touches up, and face-off will be right in front of the Tiger bench. 15:31 remaining. And Brennan will take the face-off. Comes right to Mady. He'll dump it in. Right off the sideboard. Weaver tries to get it down in deep. The Talbots stop that. The Tigers get it back, get it to Brennan in the corner. Ryan Brennan, the big boy, takes a couple Talbot bodies with him. He gets it around the boards. The Tigers send it toward the net. It's knocked down by the Talbots. And Brett Mady finally gathers it in at center circle, retreating back to his own blue line. Tried to get it up to Eggenloff. And this will be icing. I'm sorry, that wasn't Eggenloff. That was Weaver.
Keep an eye on Homitz out here for Hampton because towards the end of that first period, he started getting lost out there a little bit. They were losing track of him. When Hampton was on the power play, he was pretty much doing whatever he wanted on the near side. And if the puck would have got through to him a couple of times, you had a couple of tap-in goals. He's really good at playing away from the puck, so he's picked that up a notch.
Off the face-off, puck was in a crowd. The Tigers knocked it to the corner, but the Talbots have it at the point. They just redirect it behind the net. Little wraparound there. It goes right through the paint. Tigers pick it up. Ottaviani can't get it out of the zone. The Talbots have it high in the slot. Ottaviani and DeCillo close in around a couple of the Talbots. And the Tigers get it out the blue line and out over the stick of Twardock. And the Tigers pick it up. It's 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ottaviani walking it in. Drops it off. Shot there from Luke James. That's blocked out in front. The Tigers welcome working the puck along the boards, and out to the point it comes. Brett Mady does keep it in, and now they're saying offsides. The one official in front of it said no, and the one down in the corner on the far side said it was offside. So you go figure.
And unfortunately for the Tigers, one of the clearing attempts for Hampton they whiffed on the puck, and it sort of sat there. And Mady was skating into the zone, but right before that happened, when he saw the clearing attempt coming, he put on the brakes and he started to back up. And then when the puck sat there, it was in no man's land. No one could get to it. And if Mady would have kept going, I mean, he made the right play putting the brakes on, but if he keeps going there, he's walking into a one-timer that most defensemen dream of.
Look out here, Talbot's 2-on-2 as they come in. Tigers finally get it and clear it out to center ice. Baker has to retreat back to his own zone, right in front of his own net. Now he'll lift that one up to center ice. Tigers, Kurtze kicks that one ahead. Tigers have it. That was offsides. They got it. They got it. Walcom never really did clear the zone. No. He actually did, but before the puck got there. And then he went back in, and then he picked it up.
I see a puck sitting like that one from 80 up here. My mouth starts watering. I'm like, I would have broken somebody's leg with that shot. And that's right there, inexperience from the Tigers, not on Mady's part. He's a senior, but the young forwards out there, if they're back checking hard when they see that play turn, Mady can step into that because he knows he's got someone covering for him. But without those forwards turning and getting back, as a defenseman, he has to put the brakes on and come back out of the zone. And it does a disservice in the offensive zone. Defenseman, you can take it and go in, but you've got to know that you have those forwards coming back. And the Tigers this year really didn't do that well.
As much as they did last year.
Yeah, exactly. And in this game, they're not doing it much at all.
Off the face-off, it's in the Talbot zone. They're behind their own net. Eggenloff gets over there, but the Talbots get there first. Here they come out of the zone. 3-on-3 as they come down the ice. Lynch with the puck, rather. Into the far corner. Kurtze has it. Goes around the boards. And out the center ice. Baker picks it up for the Talbots. Can't go in. Weinbrenner was in. Eggenloff takes it off of Baker.
Oh.
Wow.
He almost gave it away to Homitz. They're losing him out there, I'm telling you.
This will be icing Tigers as they tried to stretch past that to Nick Hart. He just couldn't catch up to it. Yeah, exactly. Eggenloff in his own zone. Backhanded blindly across the ice and it bounced over Homitz's stick. Otherwise, he was in alone.
Yep, and right before that happened, before the Tigers got it out of the zone, a puck went off the end boards and it came out, and Homitz was sitting there. He was all alone, but it went right between his skates and skated out of it. If he was a foot to his left, it would have been a tap into an empty net. So, I mean, they got to watch for it. He's getting open. The puck's just not bouncing his way right now.
Hornick now around the boards to the point. And the shot there off the stick of Twardock. And it goes right into Durkin, and he makes the save. We'll have another face-off in the Tiger zone. 12:43 remaining here in the second. 1-0 Hampton. Shot there off the face-off. Top of the face-off circle. And Stritzinger almost beat Durkin. He looking behind him as he made the save.
And I was just going to say, this is the most confident we've seen Durkin look. He got a late start on the season with the injury problems and coming in. And, you know, you just think if he was there from the beginning, he would have just been hitting his stride right now, back into game shape. He looks good tonight. And right there, yeah, it was a good shot. He looked over his shoulder, but he kept it in front of him.
Tarquinio with a nice little feed pass there to Scott. Scott could control it, and it trickles in on Rainier, and he has to make the save because Scott was following it up. So with 12:24 remaining, this is a short, choppy period, Brian. A lot of whistles. And
yeah,
we have
compared to
the
first.
Yeah,
the first was pretty smooth.
Face off in the Dogs' end of the ice. And it comes all the way out the center. Kaus with it. He takes the hit. He gets it back into Talbot territory. Hornick with the puck now. Skating it out of zone. Headman pass. It's Leah. Leah brings it in. Near corner. Murphy tries to cut him off. Nice play by Brendan to take the puck off his stick. Murphy whips it around the boards. Bunch of Talbots there, but the Tigers pick it up. Little headman pass. Little tic-tac-toe to Tarquinio. Tarquinio feeds it over to Brendan. Brendan walking down the slot. Good back check there by the Talbots. But Tarquinio has it, sets it up in front. Kaus is going to walk into one. A rolling puck, and he fans on it. Here come the Talbots, 2-on-1. Stritzinger has Hornick going to the net. Hornick makes a shot. What a save by Durkin, and it's up into the glass behind the net, into the near corner. Leah now has it, out to the point. Katsafanis has it. Taken away. Here comes Walcom behind the D. Walcom walking in alone. He shoots.
Oh, my goodness.
It's in.
What a goal.
Walcom puts it through the 5-hole and ties it up for the Tigers on a breakaway. And it's 1-1 with 11:24 remaining in the second period. Wow.
Yeah, he came in flying. He got hooked up a little bit. You were wondering if they were going to take a penalty on him, but no, it was a good defensive play, got him off balance just a little bit. It looked like he was going to cut to his right and lose the puck off of his stick. Instead, he reached way back on the forehand side and slid it right under the pads through the 5-hole into the back of the net as he went careening to the side of the net. Unbelievable goal. Great patience.
I'm thinking that's going to be an unassisted goal, but 15th of the season by Walcom. And he Walcom with his 50. They're going to give Nagenloff an assist. I wasn't sure if him or one of the Talbots were clearing the zone, so that's why I was thinking it was unassisted, but they're saying Nagenloff with the assist. So it's 1-1 here. A couple ticks over 11 minutes left in the second. Brett Mady off the face-off will dump it in hard around the boards. Over to pick it up is Baker. Luke James is over there. Creates some hassles. Shot from a sharp angle. Rainier makes the save.
It's in the net.
It's in the net. And the Tigers have taken the lead 2-1 with 10:50 remaining in the second. There's a couple Tigers there at the post. I'm not sure who got it.
Yeah, now there's a couple Talbots just standing there with a bewildered look on their face.
And just like that, the Tigers score 2 goals within 20 seconds, and it's 2-1 Tigers.
And the Tigers clawed back into this game. They were pawing away at the puck on the side of the net there and somehow smacked into the net. And the Hampton defensemen looked like a couple of dogs that lost their bone.
Let's see who got it. Luke James gets the goal.
Now we got a little shoving going on in front of the net. And it's the second time in this game that Radna has come out of the net and sort of bear hugged one of his own defensemen and said, calm down, it wasn't that big of a deal. Don't take a dumb penalty.
So Tigers take the lead off the Luke James goal. Assist goes to Walcom, his second point of the game. And the Tigers now trying to get some more. Biani now wrists one toward the net. Hagenloff tried to redirect that. Missed the puck as it bounced over it. Up along the boards it comes. The Tigers send it back in behind. Hagenloff working the puck into the corner. Talbots now have the puck, work it out of the zone. Far side, Trey Kurtzay with a puck. He'll just dump it right back in. Tigers tag up, go in hard after it. Near corner. Big hit there by Nick Hart. Eggenloff goes over to get it, but the Talbots are going to, no, they won't. Nick Hart keeps it in. Good play there by Nick. Tigers have it. A little give and go. Eggenloff couldn't get the stick on it. Out to the point. Biani wrists one off a stick, goes into the far corner. Fortwangler goes over to get it as looked like Seringoloni toe picked there and went down.
Sniper got him.
Yep.
Just blasted the toe of that skate right out from under him.
Biani now keeps the puck in momentarily. Here come the Talbots back the other way. It's Leah. Leah headed toward the net. Puck's knocked off his stick, and the Tigers now. And we're going to have a penalty
behind the play. Yep.
I believe Fortwangler's going to get the hooking call.
Yep.
Yep. Jake goes over there, just hops into the box. He knew it was him.
Yeah, the minute you get that stick parallel to the ice and just a little tug is all you need to do. And behind the play there, the Tigers would have had a 2-on-1. Unfortunately, they were barking up the wrong tree.
So, wow. And the cat's out of the bag now. So the Talbots on another power play with a chance to tie it up here, working it hard on the far boards. They're battling hard in front. DeCillo not letting Stritzinger get set up, but the Talbots have the puck along the far boards. Now we got a whistle, and I believe a couple players going to go here. Nope, they're going to call him crease violation. Or is Stritzinger going to go? No, crease violation, that's all.
Yep, get that dog off my lawn.
At least out of the paint.
That's right.
So the faceoff will come outside the zone. 1:40 remaining in that hooking call to Jake Fortwangler. The Talbots have it. Now Murphy takes it away, gets it up on the half board. Stritzinger has it down into the corner. Talbot's working it hard. The Tigers get it in the zone. DeCillo will send it down the lane. And Cameron Radia will set it up behind his own net. Eric Leah now with the puck for the Talbots. Too far for Holmitz. Tigers going to get it. Send it right back to Radia. That's kicked out of there by Leah. And the Talbots having a little bit of problems getting out of their zone. Now here they come, 5 strong. As Leah picks it up, stops, and goes down into the far corner. Checked there by Lang. Haven't seen much of him tonight. Tigers knocked it out of the zone. Nice play by Walcom. He's been the all-star for the Tigers tonight. 2 points, and he's all over the ice. And finally, here comes Baker now for the Talbots. Under a minute to go in the power play. Stritzinger goes cross ice to Holmitz. Holmitz to Lynch. Lynch toward the net. Knocked aside. Knocked down in front. Murphy can't get to it. Goes into the face-off circle. Big slap shot there off the side of the net. I think Durkin got a piece of that. It was off the stick of Holmitz, but the Talbots still have it. They just slap pass it down into the corner. Talbots have it on the near corner. Out to Holmitz at the blue line. Back over to Baker. Baker, face-off dot. Knocked aside by the Tigers. Look out here. Loose in front. Shot scored.
Oh, wow.
The rebound came right out to Stritzinger, and he backhanded it into an empty net. It's 2-2 with 7:46 remaining here in the second period. It's a power play goal for Stritzinger.
What a play down in front of the net. Not to be denied. The Talbots doggedly working. Finally get that ever so important rebound off the pads and tap it into an empty net. Nothing Durkin could do there.
Let's see who gets the assists on this. Here comes Tarquinio. Tarquinio now backhands it through. Baker. And here come the Talbots again. 2-on-1 down into the zone. Horning with the puck. Pulls up, shots, rebound, redirected there behind the net. I'm not sure if Durkin got a piece of that or not.
It looked like he might have, but you couldn't tell.
But got in front here. Blocked out in front by Brennan. And the Tigers now. Tarquinio all by himself. 1-on-2. Gets around 1, gets around 2. Poke check there. It'll be offsides. And Brennan picks up, brings it in.
Yep.
As Weaver was offsides there on the play.
Yeah, Tarquinio, he didn't have numbers with him, and he had to slow down at the blue line, and he's got to turn. He's got to dump that puck into the zone, give it a hard around. You know, Brennan was coming with speed behind him, but he was too far behind the play. And by the time he got there, he was offside. So If Tarquinio takes that puck and wraps it around the boards hard, Brennan can keep his head down
and go.
Keep going onside, going to get that puck.
Under 7 to go. We're all tied at 2. Kind of like the same game we played up there in Ice Connection, wasn't it? Back and forth.
Ceiling's much higher.
Yeah. They can lift the puck up in the air here. Here come the Dogs one more time against the Cats. Kaus goes down, and it's offsides.
Yep.
That was a great play by Kaus. He slowed him down just enough, and the Talbots go in offsides on the near wing.
Yeah, and I think a big part of it is that Homitz lost control of the puck. I think if he controls the puck there, it's going to be an onside play.
Yeah.
But Kaus, sometimes that's all you got to do. You just got to get in the way. You got to make him make that extra move at the blue line. Just that little hesitation is enough to throw, a speeding winger offside, and that's exactly what happened.
From the Tigers, out through center ice. It's knocked off the stick of Eggenloff. Picked up by Biani. Gets it up ahead to Hart. Eggenloff picks it up. Eggenloff makes a move. Takes a hit. Hornets, little backhand play to Lynch. Lynch fakes the shot. It's poked off his stick. The Tigers get it up. Here comes Eggenloff through center ice. Across the blue line. He has Fortwanger going to the net. Big slap shot by Eggenloff. Goes wide up along near boards. Hart puts it behind the net. Radna helps it along. Gets it right on Brett Mady's stick. Bounces over his stick. Out the center ice it comes, and Mady does the smart play, gets it back to Biani. Biani, Homitz all over him, takes the check, but it comes right to Mady. He hands it off to one of the Talbots, and they finally get it, but the Tigers have it now in the corner, and they give it right to Lynch. Give it to Homitz, walking down the slot. Tigers take it away. Biani puts Homitz on his wallet, but he gets up, makes the play to Baker. Homitz gets it back, leaves it for Baker, takes it back again. They work it hard in the far corner. 2 from each team. Finally, the Talbots work it out of the corner. Taken away by Nick Hart, and we're going to get a penalty on the Tigers. It's going to be a cross check. And I guess Justin Biani's going to go sit.
I just heard one of the Hampton moms say, learn to skate number 12.
You got to love it.
I love it when it comes from the moms.
Must have been her son.
I love it.
That was a cross-checking call with 5:27 remaining. So the Talbots on another power play, wanting to take the lead here late in the second period. 2-2, we're all tied up. Big slap shot from the point, loose in front, picked up by the Talbots behind the net. They tried to go back around, Weinbrenner does. Trey Kurtze helps along with his hand. Walcom picks up in the corner, can't get it past Katsafanis at the point. Katsafanis now working with it, down along into the corner. Weinbrenner can't control it, comes right to DeCillo. He looks, and the Tigers can't get it out of the zone. Down in deep, DeCillo gets it, and this time he whacks it hard. Rainier settles it down into the far corner. It comes way out of the net. Walcom was right there with him. He takes the puck away from Rainier. He has an empty net. The Tigers again, DeCillo will knock it down in deep into the near corner. Back to get it, it's Katsafanis. Circling in his own net, skating it out of the zone now. Gets it up to Leah. Leah now, Eric Leah into the Tiger zone. To Hornick. Shot scored.
Oh, my
what
goodness.
A play there by Weinbrenner. He took it in the slot, took one step, and just wristed it up over top of Durkin, up where Mama keeps the peanut butter, and it's 3-2 on that power play goal off of Weinbrenner's stick with 4:27 remaining here in the second. 2 power play goals have hurt the Tigers today.
It looked like no one was going to be able to collar the biscuit. He was moving around. Finally, when it was reeled in, chipped it up in and over.
Here comes Leah one more time. Murphy knocks the puck off his stick. Leah gets it back. Working hard. Shot right into. It's Weinbrenner again. He whacked it hard.
Oh. There was some mustard on that shot. Boy, he reached out to get it and got a lot on it. You see a guy on his back foot like that in an awkward shooting position, you often think he's not going to get much on the puck.
Oh, but he did.
That one was screaming.
He was wanting 2 in a row within 30 seconds of each other. Here comes the Tigers again. Back to even strength after that power play goal. At the Talbot blue line. Trapped in deep is Tarquinio. They're saying, oh, yeah, I was going to say, where's the whistle? Tarquinio played it in the zone as he was coming out. No whistle. And finally, the whistle blows. They realize, whoa, he picked it up in the zone. Offside Tigers, 3:55 remaining here. Trailing again by a goal, 3-2 here at the Airport Ice Arena. Brennan at the face-off, they're fanning on it 2 or 3 times. Talbots finally get it off the window up the center ice. Stritzinger, a goal-getter tonight, gives Murphy a whack, and he's going to go take a seat.
I think it might just be. Oh, how did Murphy just do that? Did you see what he
yes,
just did?
He did.
Lifted the puck up on his stick with one hand. I was in mid-thought,
Nope.
and that just made my jaw drop.
Nope, Stritzinger got away with that, man. He clobbered Murphy from behind into the boards.
The one official signal closing hand on the puck, so I think maybe
that happened before.
That's what the whistle was for, yeah.
Tigers working it in front off a boot. Otherwise, it was an easy goal. Again, it lays him behind the net. Brennan working hard. Talbots have it. Can Murphy keep it in? He cannot. Stritzinger trying to get around Murphy. Stritzinger and Murphy meet up again. Murphy takes Holmetz off the play. Kaus goes over, plays the puck. Stritzinger coming in hard to pick it up. Goes right to Murphy. Murphy to the weak side. Nobody there. Talbots get there first. Down into the corner. Tigers working hard trying to get it out of the zone. They got it pinned against the half board. Finally, it squirts loose, and Tigers just calmly put it out the center circle. Talbots all over. That just missed
yes,
being an intentional offsides. About 3 Talbots trapped in deep, and they slapped that one, just missed the net. Here comes Kaus working it out of the zone now. Across the blue line, Brennan backhands that one, just goes wide from the sideboards into the near corner. Brennan, like a wrecking ball into the corner. Yeah, he went in there, reckless abandon, and he's going to get called interference. It'll be Ryan Brennan into the sin bin, and the penalties have killed the Tigers tonight. The last 2 penalties they've taken, and the Talbots have struck hard.
Well, they've just slowly building momentum, the Talbots have, and you know, when a team is building momentum like that, you get running around a bit, you take a penalty here, you take a penalty there, and all it does is the snowball effect. It just keeps accumulating the momentum, and you can see it's gotten to the point now where Hampton is running around a little bit. They're over pursuing and chasing, and the Tigers, you know, they can use that to their advantage. They've just got to keep their game simple here. You know, don't try and do anything crazy on a penalty kill. Just kill it.
Yeah. So the Talbots now on another power play. Lang's out here again. Looks like I've only seen Lang on the penalty kill tonight.
Yeah. He's flying on it.
Yeah, he is. Here comes Weinbrenner again. He's got a goal tonight. He has Hornick going to the net. Blocked aside by Brett Mady. Brett Mady with his stick on the puck, and it goes flying into the far corner. Baker out to the point. Holmetz puts it down into the corner. Weinbrenner, he's about 8'2", behind the Tiger net. Out to the point. Katsafanis with it. He moonwalks with it. No pun intended. Down into Weinbrenner in the near corner. All the way across to Holmetz. Holmetz comes across. Eggenloff gets a stick on it, but Katsafanis picks it up. Eggenloff finishes his check on Katsafanis. They try to send it in the slot. Give and go. Tigers can't get it out of his own. Shot there. It hit
save.
Durkin. Back to Leah. And here comes Eggenloff. Short-handed. 1-on-3. 1:24 to go. Shot there. And that beat Rania. It missed him.
He looked at his glove like it had a hole in it.
Yeah, and it goes into the far corner. Eggenloff has it again. This is all short-handed. Bunch of blue-clad Talbots all around him, and finally they take it away from him. Give it up to Stritzinger. Comes across the blue line. Hit there by DeSillo. The puck goes into the corner. 1:05 to go in the period. 30 to go in the power play. Talbots have it. Face-off dot. Shot there. That's tipped up into the near corner. Under a minute to go in the period. Katsafanis down in deep.
Walcomb's got a broken stick. Oh, what a save by this.
Shot there, and Durkin makes another one. Kicked aside by Walcomb, who, like you said, is stickless. DeSillo now out to the point. Here comes Katsafanis. He's walking in. Shot scored.
Oh, wow.
No, it went
wide.
wide.
Go in. It did.
I thought it went in. It went wide. The net's off the boards.
He's doing push-ups.
He missed an empty net.
That's awesome.
Leia's doing push-ups. He did 10 push-ups there in the face-off dot as he missed
punishing
the empty
himself
netter.
for missing an empty net.
36.7 to go in the period. 3 seconds to go and the interference called to Brennan. That was awesome.
That was
Brian.
fantastic. And it gives some credit to DeCillo, who had posted up there and didn't allow him to get the full shot, didn't allow the stick go the whole way through, and the puck didn't go in. Well, I had heard a crunch, and you always look down at the end boards, and I thought maybe it was DeCillo who broke a stick, but it wasn't. It was Walcom who had gone in there fishing for the puck. He broke his stick. Then they're out there flopping and floundering for the puck. Nobody can control it.
That's the first time I've seen that, Brian.
That was absolutely spectacular.
Except in the movies.
that is the kind of stuff I love. That is a player I want on my team right there.
Yeah, exactly. He missed the empty net. He goes over to the face-off dot and doing 10
he's not going to slam his stick. He's not going to yell and swear. He's like, no, you know what? I'm not going to miss any more empty nets. Every time I do it, 10 push-ups. That was great.
Tigers win the face-off. Power plays over. They clear the zone. Holman's with the puck for the Talbots. Talbots on top, 3-2 here, late in the second period. There's 25 to go. Biani backhands it out of the zone. Otto Biani can't catch up to it. It's Holman's with the puck. He goes back into the zone. Eggenloff stopped that pass to get out of the zone. Lynch has to go back into his own zone. 10 to go in the period. They will dump it in. McLaughlin sends it down in deep. The Tigers working around the boards. Can't control it. It comes out the center ice. The buzzer sounds. And at the end of 2, it's the Talbots with 3, the Tigers with 2, and Eric Lea with 10 push-ups.
I immediately went to Major League. Major League.
Yeah.
Hayes, every time you don't hit one of those balls on the ground, you owe me 20 push-ups.
That's awesome. With the score, 3-2, Talbots over the Tigers. We'll step away. We'll come right back with intermission report and Matt Fargo.
We're ready, we're steady, and we're ready to go for the Champ Sports Network Intermission Report, the almost famous Intermission Report.
Wait a minute, I got to do my 10 push-ups.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
What's wrong, Al? Al got quiet.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, he did enough of them in the Navy.
I'm sorry. That's
I'm Matt Fargo. Oh, man. Welcome back to the Airport Ice Arena. 3-2 after 2. Tigers right now trailing the Talbots. And also our dog and cat reference counter. We're up to Brian at 23, and Al's at 16. So now we have a ways to go in the third.
We should have each picked an animal.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring. First period action, Hampton gets on the board score first, and it's the quite strong Eric Leah scoring at 3:49. Hornung and Twardock get the assists. 1-0 Talbots after 1. Head of the second period. Tigers would score 2 in a row. First one at 5:36. Brendan Welcome, beautiful goal. The assist going to Austin Murphy.
Oh, they gave it to Murphy instead.
That's your fault, Al.
Well, they said Eggenloff.
They did say Eggenloff.
Oh, did it?
I heard that too.
I'll look at you two defending each other.
That's right.
And then the Tigers would score again. Luke James, I don't know how you figure out who scored that goal because, to be honest with you, 6:10, mere few seconds later there, James scores, Welcome that gets the assist, and the Tigers are up 2-1. Hampton, though, would answer the 2 goals with 2 more of their own when Michael Stritzinger would score a power play goal. Jackson Baker and Eric Leas get the assist at 9:14, and then Hampton retakes the lead when Justin Weinbrenner scores a power play goal. Hornung and Leah the assists. Leah, again, with the 10 push-ups in 2 periods of play. 12:33 was that third goal.
Right.
Shots on goal, according to our great friends at the PIHL, Hampton with 23 and the Tigers with 16. The Tigers really were off to a good start on the shots on goal category, and we're shutting out Hampton for a good part of that first period. And Talbots have since come on strong, and the offensive firepower that we expected, what we saw over there at the Ice Connection of Pittsburgh, that beautiful parking lot that they have, and no longer neon that teal
and purple.
Oh, the paint.
Oh.
That was repainted when the San Jose Sharks and the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim came into the NHL. That was the colors scheme. That was the big scheme back then in the late 90s, the teal and purple. It was the Tigers' home
It should
ice.
stay there in the late 90s.
Exactly.
That's where it should stay.
It should. It was always fun for us playing out there red and white under the. Not a single team in the Pittsburgh area was teal and purple. They represented nothing, but they just liked the colors. It was.
That was
ugly.
the color of the paint that was on sale.
Yeah, that's all they had.
I'm sure it
had
was.
on clearance.
So, yeah, I mean, the Tigers are playing the game that they have to play. They're just not being able to beat Rania with any regularity. And give Hampton credit. They're taking advantage of every opportunity the Tigers are giving them. The power plays, if the Tigers skate, they're skating with them 5-on-5. When the Tigers go man down, the Talbots are just taking it to them.
Yeah, this is so much similar game to the last time these two teams played.
Mm-hmm.
How in the first period we wondered how Hampton had climbed to the lofty level they reached early in the season and all the wins they had. And then in the second period, Hampton showed us why. And the same thing happened here tonight. But up there in that game in the third period, the Tigers came out and said, hey, we still got a little bit to show. And, and it's going to depend on the Tigers, too. I mean, we're up here laughing about the push-ups and think that's funny. But there could have been a lot of Tigers on the bench that felt that was a little bit of slap in the face.
Showman, yeah.
A little bit. But
I don't know. I don't mind that at all.
No, not at all. I
mean,
thought it was hysterical. And I think if the Tigers tonight the way they've been playing, that they were all laughing too.
Yeah.
Because to me, they look like a team that's no longer gripping the
Very
stick too
loose.
tight.
They're loose, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no more pressure on
Right.
them. When you got nothing to play for, you tend to play better. And I think that's kind of what's
I
happening.
think
so.
it would have rubbed a little bit different if he'd have scored and done that.
Oh, it would have been a lot different.
Right.
And I think also if this game would be like a blowout
Out of
right
hand.
now, something like that. But yeah, I mean, even if you're the team losing, you would think that has to kind of lighten your spirits a little bit.
And these are games that are fun to play. I mean, I know as a player, I love playing in games like this. Yeah, it was like, you're biting your nails, figuratively speaking, when you're on the bench and when you're on the ice. But it's like, I want to be on the ice. It's like
I want to be out there for the last shift.
Exactly.
I want last shift of the season.
Right.
I don't want it to end. And
so, I mean, any of the players, especially the seniors, got to be playing with their all. They don't want to go out on a losing note. Their career. So, the Tigers, the young players are out there battling. If you're an underclassman, you're out there battling for a spot, a starting spot, or maybe a captain's position next year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a senior, you don't want to go out on a losing note. So they're not out here just laying down. They're out here playing hard.
Yeah, and speaking of the seniors, I got to get it in. We did this the last game. Every time the seniors are out here, anyone who's looking to play hockey after your high school career is over, you can get a hold of Al or I. You can get a hold of me on Facebook. We always have spots open on our team because every year we get older and we have to play against more 18-year-olds. So I know
Jeff.
And Jeff. Well, I mean, you need a lot of 18-year-olds to compete with Jeff.
That's right.
So
you really do.
You don't want it to be your last game, so.
Yeah, go check that out. And Brian, I expect to check when we get off the air for the sponsorship plug there. That we have to. We're so full on sponsorship, we have to play them in the middle of your broadcast.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I am cutting you a deal on the time tonight because last week.
That's right. That's right. That was a rough week for you.
I know.
Yeah,
Again, thanks to JW Engineering and the design of the Champ Sports Network corporate jet.
We could not do it without them.
Yeah.
Wow Airways. And so she was good. Did you get a good hotel?
It was awesome. I had a 6-foot bed instead of the 5-foot beds that Dano Chara had to sleep on. He had to push two together to sleep over there.
He just thought it was a 5-foot bed because he's 10 foot 2.
Yeah, he's 10 foot 2.
By the way, kind of update you on the Pens. Tied 5-5 in overtime.
Ouch.
Pens were able to take a 5-4 advantage with the Crosby power play goal. Relinquished that lead, tied 5-5 with 3:19 to go in the extra session. So keep you updated on that for all you Pens fans. And, of course, I enjoy giving updates because it ruins Brian's replay.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I still watch every game twice.
So here on Champs, Matt, what do we got going on this week?
Well, this week, the rest of the way, we don't have anything going on. We're covering the WPIHL basketball championships tomorrow and Saturday. We'll have coverage from all 8 games. So we will have that. And then we will have – did we lose? There we go.
Thought you had a little swimmer's ear.
Yeah. It's like I didn't go in any kind of water today. But then next week we'll enter the PIHL basketball playoffs, state playoffs on Champs. We'll have Lincoln Park's first-round game on Friday. And then on Thursday, on Friday also, while someone up here is doing basketball, I will be in Bradenton, Florida, doing Penn State Greater Allegheny baseball from McKechnie Field at the spring home, Pirate City, the spring home of the Pirates. Going to see some Bucko baseball down there while I'm down there. Possible dinner with Clint Hurdle. It's going to be a good trip out there. And then all the following week we'll be live from Vero Beach, Florida, with Penn State Greater Allegheny. And then later in that week, I'll have live updates from the ACC tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina. All the while, we'll still have playoff basketball up here, but our obviously our hockey broadcast and Moon Tiger Hockey and tonight. So no more Tiger Hockey on the network.
We got that jet just in time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know what? I didn't want to be the first one to fly in it because I wasn't really sure with the engineering since it was the first one they ever built.
Like it's always been that way. The jester tastes
might as well you taste it to Russia.
Exactly.
You know,
the jester tastes the food for the king. That's the way it works.
Well played, sir. Well played. So there's a lot to look forward to on the network, and of course, towards the end of this month, high school baseball will be in full swing. So we'll have college and high school baseball for you once I return and have a nice tan and be warm. And hopefully I bring the weather with me.
Exactly.
Yes.
I was going to say, with all this baseball
I can
coming
deal
on,
with
we
you
need the
going
weather.
down there, but you got to put some in your suitcase and bring some back.
Yeah.
I still have no idea how I'm going to pack for 10 days. This is going to be bad.
I can pack for you and go if you like it.
Just buy your clothes down there on the Champs corporate card. You got a big enough closet in that jet. It's huge.
Is it really?
It's right next to the hot tub.
I bet you that's a heck when it takes a banking turn.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, that's why you fill it with Jell-O.
Trying to reel this in, guys. Scores from around the PIHL just because we're going to do it one more time. Varsity single A, Mars scores 2 touchdowns and both extra points were good. They win 14-2 over South Park today. Double A action, Bishop Canavan outlasts Erie Cathedral Prep 8-5. Canavan goes to 20-2 to end their campaign.
Wow. Some things never change.
Triple A action, Bethel Park defeats Upper St. Clair 4-1. Actually, that's in the second intermission, I beg your pardon. Things froze at the Ice Garden. No score between Westmont Hilltop and Sarah Catholic from earlier this evening. Thomas Jefferson blanking Freeport right now in the third period, 4-0. West Allegheny trails Chartiers Valley 5-2 in the first period. Chartiers Valley trying to get to 500 on the year. Right now at 10-11. And that's all I got for you. Coming up on our post game, we'll obviously put a lid on the Tiger season and maybe a brief look ahead to 2014-2015. Geez, man, we've been doing this a while. Mm-hmm. And maybe also little predictions on the PIHL playoffs and see who's right. Of course, I will be right, but
Al and I were close on the Olympics.
Yeah,
we were close.
Yeah,
close only counts though.
In horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's right.
And hockey predictions in the Olympics.
That's not. I don't think so. No. I'm gonna have Mike Osti argue that point with you.
Okay. What time zone will that be from?
It will be 3 a.m.
3 a.m. 3 a.m. here. So 7 p.m. there.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Don't worry, we'll show it to you on tape. It's just a magic thing.
Well, we got an issue here at the rink. They have the one goal turned upside down. I don't know if you talk about being frozen. I think there was an issue with I don't know. That finally they're getting it set together, so we might get underway here in a minute.
We might. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the third period one more time on the Champ Sports Network. Both Tigers and the Hampton Talbots. Tigers looking to end it on a good note. Al Lesh, Brian Fadeley back with the call of the third period next.
Welcome back to the Airport Ice Arena, and we're just about ready to get underway. The final 17 minutes of Boone Tiger hockey in the 2013-2014 season. Tigers trailing tonight by the score of 3-2. They got 17 minutes to get 2 in the net to take a victory home. Tigers have the puck off the face-off. We're underway, period number 3. And it'll be Murphy dumping it in off a stick. Comes right to one of the Talbots. Here's Stritzinger coming up the far wing. Cross ice pass to Lynch. Lynch gains the blue line, just dumps it in behind the Tiger net. Brett Mady just bumps it behind Stritzinger, and the Tigers clear it out to center ice. Over hard to get, it's Eggenloff, but Lynch beats him to the puck. Eggenloff chases him back. Puck goes cross ice to Katsafanis. Thought it hit. It did.
It did hit a glove.
On the Talbot bench, and we'll have a face-off. That should come inside the zone.
Yes, it should.
Yeah,
that's where it's going to go, just inside the line.
Right.
Just found out the Penguins lost in a shootout, so Lahabitian and Michelle Terrien come into town and
do it again.
Steal a point away from the Penguins.
They got one anyway, so.
That's right.
Off the face-off, the Tigers get the puck. Turning around at their own blue line. Fortwanger gains center red, they'll backhand it in. Eggenloff, that should be a penalty.
It is.
He put, was that Baker into the net? Or into the wall? Yeah. From behind, this could be boarding or a cross-check, or you take your pick. There's a couple penalties he could go sit for. They're calling a cross-check.
So he's headed to the dog pound. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Never. Then you go to the box. 2 minutes, you feel shame.
The last two penalties the Tigers have taken, the Talbots have capitalized. This comes with 16:04 remaining, just 46 seconds, or 56 seconds into the period. And the Talbots now trying to get it out of their own zone. It's Holmetz in the near corner, bumps it softly up the wall, picked up by Lynch, back over to Holmetz. Coming out of the zone finally now, through center ice. Holmetz now, top of the circle, drops it off for Leah. Leah shoots. He rang the pipe. Comes right back to Lynch at the blue line. Over to Leah, goes down in the corner, redirect out of midair, and it goes right to Durkin. He'll glove that one in the paint and hold on. 1:26 remaining here in that cross-checking call to Dustin Eggenloff.
And did you see what Holmetz did on that play when he came into the zone, just gliding, he dropped it, then he curled to the corner and came back up the wall. He never stopped moving, and he snuck away from the play again.
Talbot's working on the far board. Down into the corner it goes. It goes right out in front, and the Tigers will get it. And Ottaviani will send it down the length. Down to 1:10 to go. There's a stretch pass there by Rainier. Gets it up to Leah at the blue line. Slap shot, blocked out in front. It goes into the far corner. Leah gets it back.
Biani's hurt a little bit.
The Tigers, can they get it up and out? No, yes, it does come out. Taken away here by Walcom. Walcom trying to get around to D. It's 2-on-2 with Ottaviani. Walcom shoots it right in to Baker. Gets it back, and he shoots it. It's blocked up into the netting with 46 seconds remaining in that power play for the Talbots, and we'll have a face-off in the Talbot end. Good play there by the Tigers in their own zone. They took it down 2-on-2 and actually got a chance.
Yeah, it was a good delay by Walcom. He could have ran into traffic there, and the Tigers stayed right with them. Nobody went busting into the zone. They stayed on side, and they got a scoring opportunity out of it. Patience.
Here comes Katsafanis out of his own zone on his backhand. He'll shoot that one in behind. He'll get it, try to set it up in front. Hornick with it. Goes out to the point. Stritzinger with it. Goes cross to Twerdock. That's blocked out high. And the Tigers send it down the lane. Slott's going to go over for it, but Radia's going to beat him. Cameron Radia goes around to the weak side. Twerdock picks it up along the half board, leaves it there. Goes cross ice, actually. And this will be icing against the Talbot, trying to hit Hornick. And that was about 15 feet in front of him, and Hornick wasn't really skating, so it's icing Talbots.
And credit Scott on that. He went flying into the zone trying to catch that puck. And then when it was played behind the net, he didn't stop. He turned, he came laterally across the ice. He kept his feet moving and made him make the pass a little bit sooner than they wanted to. Had to rush it and ice the puck.
9 seconds to go in the power play. The Tigers win the faceoff, and Tarquinio will send it across the ice. Stritzinger finally gets it out. This will be delayed offside. Oh, he did touch it.
He did.
It'll be Tarquinio touched it in the zone.
Unintentionally. Didn't even know it was coming.
Right. Tigers whacked it in and hit Tarquinio's stick. But that killed the penalty. We're back to even strength. Still 3-2. The Dogs and the Cats, and the Dogs are on top right now.
Hampton's trying to press a little bit too much here. You know, you're up by one. You don't want to make a mistake, and the Tigers so far have been sitting back waiting for it, and this could be it right here.
Brennan walking in. Arania kicks that one aside. They get it out to the point. Brett Mady stops that. Just tries to get it down in deep. Talbots take it. Goes into the slot. Here comes the Talbots out of the zone. Across the blue line. Slap shot. That's blocked out in front by Murphy. Murphy working it in the corner. Gets it up and out of the zone. Brennan's going to pick it up. Nope, too far for him. Picked up by Baker in his own zone. Brennan knocks it off his stick, goes after it. Baker gets it back. Turns and skates up the ice along the wing. Goes cross the ice. Pass. In the feet of Lynch. Sorry, that wasn't Lynch. That was Cacciafato. They scrum forward right in front of the Tiger bench. And finally, the Tigers are going to get it. Oh, that could have been interference on Brett Mady. No
could have been. Both of them each took a stumble there, and Mady got up and gave him a shove for good measure.
Here comes Murphy with the Jets on. Trying to get around a good hip check
what
there.
What a hip check.
That was Baker. Takes Murphy out of the play. Talbots have it. Tigers on the forecheck. Scott with a nice play. Gets it over to Eggenloff. Eggenloff shoots it. Pad save by Arania. It goes into the corner. And the Talbots trying to work it up and out of the zone. They will. 2-on-1 develops. Tigers trying to get back into the play. Look out here. Holman's going to the net. Backhand. What a save by Durkin that time. DeSillo puts the body on Stritzinger. But the Talbots have the puck. Brennan goes over, knocks it into the corner. Behind the net, Brennan has it in his feet. Makes the play to DeSillo in the corner. Davis DeSillo off the board. This will be icing Tigers as it crosses the goal line with 12-11 remaining here in the third period. The Tigers trailing by 1 by the score 3-2.
And not a bad play at all because both defensemen there, Brennan and DeSillo, they were gassed. They needed to get off. So as soon as that puck went up the ice, they headed to the bench for the change. So DeSillo has his helmet off.
Tigers win the face-off. Nick Hart goes back in behind to Biani. He has the puck taken off his stick. Talbots now wheeling in their own zone. Out to Tordock. Shoots it toward the net. That's about 5 feet wide. But over to get it, Hornick. Into the corner it goes. Weinbrenner with the puck. Shielding it with that large body of his. Behind the net it goes. Talbot still with the puck. Making a play is Eggenloff in the corner. Leah goes over to pick it up on the half board. Comes right to one of the Tigers. Taken off a stick by Leah. Nice play there. Still has the puck. Comes out to the point. Tordock wrists one. Right in to the gut of Durkin. And he's going to hold that one for another face-off.
Great patience by Leah in the zone right there. Hampton did a good job of sort of backing off. The Tigers are running around a bit. Hampton just backed off and got in the lanes, took away the clearing lanes, the passing lanes, and the puck just seemed to find their feet, the skate, whatever. And then finally, when it was settled down, Leah with nice patience to keep it into the zone and make a good play.
Face off in the corner. They work it around the boards. Didn't see who made the play. There's a neck guard on the ice. Talbots will dump it right back into the corner. Murphy now with the puck. Picks it up, skates behind his own net. Little breakout pass here. Taken away by the Talbots. They'll hold it in the zone.
That was a great keep.
They walk it right down the slot. Knocked out of there. Lang knocks it aside. I'm sorry, that was Luke James. And the Tigers finally get the puck knocked at the center ice. Lynch goes back to get it for the Dogs, and the Cats are making chase. Luke James over after it. Not to be. The Talbots come back the other way. They're going to Murphy dump that one into the Tiger zone. Back to get it's Murphy. Holmich racing him to the puck. They both get there at the same time. Bodies crash in the slot. That's blocked out in front by Kurtze. Goes up behind the net. Now the Tigers working along the boards. Talbot's in the corner. Tigers take it away, and they go out the zone. This could be icing Tigers as it crosses the Talbot goal line. 10:30 remaining. Still 3-2 in favor of the Talbots.
Yeah, again, not a bad play. The puck just wouldn't settle down for the Tigers there. Nothing they did was work, and they couldn't get it off the window, couldn't get it off the wall. And when the puck's bouncing around like that, it's awfully dangerous in your offensive zone. Hampton was swirling around. They were cycling well, so just get it out of the zone, get a breather, and off the face-off, they fire it just wide.
In the near corner now, they work it along the boards. Finally, it comes out of the zone. Eggenloff trying to get around Twardock. That doesn't happen. The Tigers pick it up at center ice, though. Here comes DeSillo walking down through everybody. Right down the slot. He has it poked off his stick right at the last minute. And Hornick finds Leah off his skate. He couldn't catch it. This could be icing Talbots. Nope, they wave that off. There's DeSillo with his neck guard trailing behind him like a ponytail.
It stuck to his hair.
Comes out to the point. Tigers working along the boards. Out to center ice. Weaver can't catch up to it. Hornick gets it back in. Tigers put it behind their own net. Up along the boards, down into the corner now. Brennan gets behind his own net, works it around the boards.
Oh,
and all the way out of the zone. Icing's waved off as the Talbots could have played that. 9:20 remaining here in the third. 3-2 Talbots. Rainier sends it down the other way. Kyle Snow behind his own net. Working it out of the zone. Gives it up here to Tarquinio. He can't handle the pass. Gets it up to Eggenloff, though. Eggenloff trying to get around Tordock. Nice play there. Take it away. Gets it up to center ice. And Hampton now just content just to get it to center ice and make the Tigers come back in. Eggenloff walks it in. He shoots it. That's blocked by Tordock. Comes out. Cut off by Homets. Tigers send it through the slot. Nothing doing. Hart picks it up on his backhand. Goes behind the net. Still with the puck in the far corner. Turns. Cycles it back to Fortwanger. Fortwanger behind the net into the near corner now. He's being hounded. He goes back in behind the net to Eggenloff. Eggenloff to Hart. Hart, he shoots. Side of the net. And the Talbots get it now out to the point. No further. Blocked out in front by Tordock again. And he'll send it down length. And this will be icing Hampton. And they're just dogging the Tigers right now. It's a dead dog, too.
Oh,
He beat that dog to death.
it really is. Tongues are hanging out. They need a bowl of water for sure.
Tigers win the face-off. Murphy wrists one in on Radiant. It looks like he had a little trouble with that one. He kicks it into the corner.
That was a nice shot by Murphy. He didn't blast it. He just sort of floated it in there through a few sets of legs.
Kurtze puts it around again. Tigers setting it up in front. Shot there. Eggenloff has his shot blocked by Radiant again. Up along the half boards. Tigers, can they keep it in? Kurtze one more time. He shoots that one. And Radiant doesn't want to move because it could trickle out behind him. But he holds on with 7:58 remaining. And it's still 3-2 Talbots.
Goaltenders, they got to play that game of red light, green light. And that puck comes in. You can't find it. Red light.
Yeah, exactly.
Freeze and hold it. Even if you're falling over, you got to hold that position.
And don't fall across the line.
That's right.
Tigers win the face-off again. Luke James with a nifty little play to try to center it on his backhand. Doesn't happen.
Well, Walcom just took a stick up high.
Took a stick and nothing called. Right in front of the official, too. Otto Vianney sets it up in front of Talbots. Just walked right into it. Tigers on the forecheck, take it away, and they send it back in behind the net. Otto Vianney picks it up, has his pocket picked. And the Talbots send it up into the netting for another face-off in the zone with 7:32 remaining.
Awesome. Just awesome. You can hear that on the air. One of the Hampton mothers just screamed, "Get the puck out." Oh, yeah.
Tigers trying to push it toward the net. That doesn't happen.
It's still in.
It's still in. The Tigers keep it. No,
that was a bad call.
Now, and that was a horrible call.
Yeah, that puck was on the line.
Oh,
Walcom with a good back check. Stick down, kept it in.
Wow. Yep, he was out of the zone, but the puck was definitely in the zone. Yeah, that was not a good call. Offsides, Tigers. Face-off is won by the Tigers. That's my proof that that was their call.
The hockey gods evened it out.
Murphy now trying to get it behind the net. Rainey way out of the net to play it. Murphy has it behind the net, trying to work it out in front to Walcom. I'm sorry, it's Otto Vianney. And here come the Talbots now out of zone. Lynch avoids the hip check of Luke James. Luke James comes back, knocks the puck off his stick. He just won't quit. Murphy now works it up. Homets makes the play to keep it in. The Tigers take it right back, trying to get Walcom. Tried to toe drag around a couple players, picked up by Luke James, though. He brings it into the zone. Gets it back, tried to get it to Walcom. That doesn't happen. Comes back Luke James. Nice little lead there for Walcom. But the Talbots read that play, and they come back the other way. Lynch Big slap shot from center ice. That's tipped out in front by Brett Mady, and it goes wide. Trey Kurtze now picks up the puck, goes over to Brett Mady. Goes out of his zone. That's stopped by Weinbrenner. He's trying to go back the other way. Brett Mady trying to get in his way. He shoots that one, and Ryan Durkin will kick that one off the pads up over to glass, and we'll have a face-off with 6:20 remaining. As Talbot's playing that smart game. They're not pushing anything. They're just trying to get it down into the zone and make the Tigers go 200 feet.
Yeah, nobody wants to budge, and the Tigers with good pressure when they're in the zone, Hampton with good pressure when they're in the zone.
And the face-off is in the zone. Baker makes the play for the Talbots down in the corner. Work it up around to the point. Baker gets it back, shoots it down in front. Blocked out by the Tigers. Shot back in by Michael. And the Tigers get it behind their own net. Baker keeps the puck at the point on the near side. Down in the slot, little give and go to Weinbrenner. That doesn't happen. Goes in behind the net to Brett Mady. Mady now. Tigers trying to get it out, intercepted by the Talbots. Talbots now trying to tilt the ice a little bit. Baker with a shot. That's knocked down in front by Josh Scott. Into the corner, and I can't see nothing. DeSillo now trying to get it out of the zone. And they get it back into Talbot territory. They just throw it to an empty wing. Picked up there by Hornick. Josh Scott.
Well, lucky for Hampton, the Tigers were changing.
Talbots dump it in. Mady picks it up behind his own net. And now the Tigers having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Picked up there by the Talbots. They get it out to the point. Baker keeps it in. He'll just throw that one toward the net. And Durkin will kick that one to the far corner. They work hard down there. It comes out to Baker at the point. Blocked out in front. Shot there. Kicked out. Shot.
Oh, there it is.
Score.
Did you see who it was? Wide open.
Holmetz coming in on the empty wing.
They lost him again. It was only a matter of time. It's happening all night.
And it's 4-2 with 4:51 remaining. And that was hard work by the Talbots there in the Tigers' zone. It just wouldn't let the Tigers get out of the zone. And Tigers running around. Picked up the rebound, put it in, deposited it in the empty net.
Yeah, tried to clear it out of the zone up high. It was kept in at the point. Everybody in the ice gravitated towards the center. Everybody in the ice except Holmetz, who, once again, his play away from the puck tonight has been outstanding. And when you play well away from the puck, that's what's going to happen. You know, they say guys like Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin, they only touch the puck for about 60 seconds, 65 seconds out of a 60-minute hockey game. It's hockey is 99% played away from the puck, so a deserving goal there for Holmetz, the game he's played tonight.
Yeah, Holmetz gets the goal. Michael and Baker get the assists to make it 4-2.
Guess you could say Michael Baker engineered that?
Yeah, that's good. I wish I'd have come up with that one. Face-off as Rainier makes a stop in the Talbot zone. Fort Wangler sends that one wide of the net. Out to the point it comes. Oh, what a save there by Rainier. Stick the leg out just in the nick of time to keep that Trey Kurtze drive out of the net. Here comes Holmetz one more time. He takes a hit along the half board, and Tigers will kick it out to center ice, and Tordock will go cross ice, waiting for the Talbots to tag up. Katsafana sends it behind the Tiger net. Up around the boards it comes. Fort Wangler goes around to the weak side. Nick Hart can't catch up to it. Katsafana sends it right back into Tiger territory. Picked up there by Biani, circling in front of his own net. Being chased by Ethan Holmetz. And Egenloff picks it up, taken away by the Talbots. Nick Hart has it on the half board. He takes a huge hit from Holmetz. Holmetz putting the puck in the net and throwing his body on.
Yeah, he's fired up now.
Here comes the Talbots. They lose the puck, and one more time, Nick Hart picks it up. He drops it back. Tarquinio. Tarquinio gets it up, gives it right to Leah.
Oh, look, Hart.
And Hart put Leah on his wallet.
He laid him out.
Oh, laid him out, yeah. We got another penalty coming up here. It'll be against the Tigers. Or will it?
Yeah, they're opening the Tigers' door.
Looks like Stritzinger's going to go too. No, he was talking to Stritzinger like he was going to the penalty box. But it's a cross-checking call on the Tigers, and it's going to be Fort Weingart in the sin bin. Penalty comes with 3:18 remaining in the game. And if you're a Tiger fan, the clock is not in your favor, Brian.
No, not at all. Season is dwindling down. You hope they can get something here and end on a positive note.
McLaughlin, for the Talbots, they have their second stringers out other than Baker and Hornick.
I like that. I like that a lot.
On the power play. They working the puck on the near board. McLaughlin sends it down in deep. Horning has it there. He's taken out of the play by Murphy. Oh. And Kurtze with a nifty little play.
He's had himself a game tonight.
He has, quietly.
Yep.
Tigers now working it out of the zone. Couldn't control the pass was Walcom. Baker finds Leah now out on the ice. And Tigers will send it down the length. And a minute to go in the power play. 2:18 to go in the game. 4-2 Talbots. Otto Vianney will put that one on net. Blocker save by Rania. Behind the net it goes. Holmitz one more time. Get the puck, and he finds Leah on the near wing. Coming out of the zone. Eric Leah up ahead. Can't hit Weinbrenner. Otto Vianney picks up the loose biscuit. Has it knocked off a stick by Leah. He gets it over to Lynch. Lynch brings it into the zone. Tried to hit Weinbrenner going to the net. That doesn't happen. Trey Kurtze will get the puck, whack it off the boards, and send it down the lane. 25 to go in the power play. Minute 40 in the game. Tigers trailing by 2 here. Murphy keeping the puck in the Talbot zone. Baker now circling his own net. Walcom right on him. He turns and sends it behind the net. Right there to pick it up is Ethan Holmitz. Holmitz now on the backhand, circles his net, comes back the other way. Penalty's over, back to even strength. Tigers get it, send it right out of the zone. Lynch takes a hit from Walcom. Walcom is going to go sit in the sin bin now. And that's frustration right there.
Mm-hmm.
Benny Walcom. He gets a roughing call or a hold. I couldn't see what he was. Could be either one. But at minute 7, it's academic right now. Hey, if you're a Tiger fan, you're just hoping the Talbots don't score again. Let's keep it at 4-2.
You just don't want to see anything stupid with a minute left in the game.
Right, exactly. Let's hope the seniors don't do anything dumb. Under a minute to go. DeSillo now off the window.
Davis had to get one more hit in.
Takes Hornick out of the play. Here comes Tarquinio trying to settle it down. Short-handed here. Couple 13s going at it. Stritzinger and Tarquinio. And now they're both going to go.
Yeah, they're both going to go for that one.
They both had their hands up in the face. Katsafanis taunting there. A couple of his players coming over saying, settle down.
You know, I've liked that about this Hampton team all night. Anything that sort of happened like that at all, teammates have come over and said, hey, knock it off.
Right.
They've reeled it in. You know, they realize they've got more to play for. They got other games coming up here. You can't you don't want to build any ill will with any officials or
can't do that.
No, can't do that. Never, never.
So the face-off with 43.6 seconds to go. The Tigers have a 2-man disadvantage right now. Oh no, that was even up penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 5-on-4. Here comes Brennan onto the ice for the Tigers, the fourth skater. Talbots win that face-off. And it's Egenloff now on the backhand. Redirects it now, and then almost went in. And the Talbots will send that one down the length of the ice. This could be icing. It is. With 28.8 seconds remaining. Tigers get one more chance here. Egenloff come that close to putting a capper on his career here.
Somebody got a 10-minute misconduct out of that. Goaltender's pulled.
That comes Durkin out of the net. Yeah. Tigers with 5 skaters out here. Why not?
Hey, you got to try and score. You don't give up.
No. I'll make it easy up. Talbots win that. Honig sends it down the length of the ice. Nady going after it. It's another icing against the Talbots. And
That's why it's okay to pull your goaltender now.
what's that? If the doctors tell you only got a minute to live, go to a high school basketball game. That last minute, you get another 20 minutes out of it. Yeah. I don't know. I probably
That's awesome.
destroyed that.
I like that. I like how he used basketball, not go to a baseball game.
Yeah. Rania down behind net. He's no net or no stick. The Talbots get the puck, and with 10 seconds, they'll send it down. This could be another icing. It is. With 7, now it goes down to 6.8 seconds. And Rania was down on his belly, directly behind the net. The Tigers put it in front. The Talbots get it and send it down the lane for an icing.
Oh, great save right off the face-off.
Shot by the Tigers goes in. Oh, what a save by Rania into the corner. The buzzer sounds, and the Tigers' season for 2013-2014 has come to a close, with the Talbots bringing them down by the score of 4-2 here tonight at the Airport Ice Arena. And
the first time since we've covered Moon Hockey together, we don't get to do a playoff game.
Right. This is something new for us. So we can step away for a minute. No, we're going to go straight into post game here with the Tigers falling to the Talbots by the score of 4-2. So what's your thoughts, Matt?
Well, what an interesting season for the Tigers. One that I think at the beginning we were really concerned. Preseason, I think optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the after those first few games, concern set in
with the injuries and the suspensions.
And the suspension, and you have a very new and fresh goaltender. And then the optimism, if you will, came back. Midway part of the season, the Tigers started playing well, and a lot of things started bouncing their way. And I think I said at the last broadcast, and really, I know none of the coaches down there are going to attribute it to that, but I really think the backloaded of the schedule really set the Tigers up the way that the season went. Mm-hmm. If they would have been able to win a couple of those early games against the Plum early in the year, there were just some games. I think you lost the one to West Allegheny. It really hurt. Yeah. So from top to bottom,
Montour loss.
Yeah, the Montour West Allegheny losses were absolutely crucial, and inevitably, that's the way the season comes to an end for the Tigers. But it definitely was not one where they let up. This team could have hung up the skates a long time ago and not had that run, and not, they're going to finish in 10th place of 12 teams, keeping in mind that if it was any other year, they would be in the postseason.
Yep.
So that's something to kind of maybe put an asterisk on the 13 straight Tiger programs, because to be honest with you, if you look back at the Tiger programs, even from recent memory, I don't know if some of those teams would have been able to be in the postseason had it been in this format.
That is correct.
So
there's
last year's team in particular.
Yeah.
And the year before that's in particular.
A lot of 9 and 10 finishes for the Tigers, right. And you got in before, and now you don't. And that's.
I'm not going to criticize the system, because there's 12 teams in Double-A, and before 10 teams made it. So you almost had to try to miss the postseason.
Exactly.
And now I do think the PIHL, and this is just me from a hockey mind and just from what is fair, and I think 8 of 12 is fair.
Yeah,
I do.
I agree.
Think that's fair. I think 6 of 12 would be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. If there's 12 teams, even in the NHL does it. More teams make the postseason than play in the league, and I don't like that. I think it's sort of it making
waters
the playoffs.
It down.
Yeah, making the playoffs, it should be like an exclusive club. And the teams that make the playoffs should be in the minority, not the majority. So yeah, but I mean 8. Coming from 10, 8, I don't mind at all, but I'd be happy with 6. I'm okay with 8 too.
Yeah,
I agree.
So that's kind of my synopsis of the season. But was full of great storylines. I think, these seniors really have had a great ride. Obviously, all of them are going to be disappointed in the way that this year ended up, but they have to take away, what they did in their junior and sophomore year. I think last year was really some juniors really stepped up in some big moments last year, and unfortunately, when you lose what you did from last year, it was a bit of a rebuilding time for the Tigers. You brought in a new coach. Yeah, given he's been in the system, but they are two very, very different in the way, not only their style as far as the X's and O's, but their style in coaching is very different.
Their bench mannerisms. Yeah.
Yes, is very different. And that's kind of one of the things going into the offseason for me that I'm looking at is, does Scott return as the head coach of the Tigers, or are you going to see some changes there again? And if you do see a change, is it going to be a change back to Craig Bione, or is it going to be in a completely different direction? And all of that will remain to be seen. But that's probably the number one thing going into next year that I'm looking forward to, is not necessarily the players. We kind of know what we got with that, who's leaving and who's coming back. My question is, who's going to be leading the club next year?
Mm-hmm. And from a player standpoint, I distinctly remember my last game, and I remember, you're thinking you really don't know when your next game is. But unfortunately, hockey is different than a lot of other high school sports where there are places to play. If you don't go to college, you can continue to play and enjoy the game. But my
You're
point,
welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
I want that $5.
But my point with that is when I remember when my game ended, I looked at some of the underclassmen, especially freshmen, and I said, yeah, this is your first year. Don't take it for granted, because it seems like yesterday was my first year too. It goes by awfully fast. So you've got a lot of great freshmen on this team that are going to come back next year as sophomores, and hopefully this season was a great learning experience for them. And hopefully the seniors can impart on them the importance of taking every game seriously, because someday it's going to come to an end. You don't know when, but someday it will. It's inevitable.
For me, the season, the highlights, like the two main highlights for me as far as players, was the beginning of the season when Julian Wollstonecroft goes into the pipes.
Yep.
A freshman. He's naive to the varsity game. He comes in, and he had a rough first game.
He played all three, by the way.
Yeah,
all three levels.
All three.
He was the only goaltender in the system.
Goaltender in the system at the point, and he plays his heart out.
Yep.
The whole time he was in, that Durkin was on the mend, and then Durkin comes back, and of course Wollstonecroft could go back and play the freshman and JV games. But for that aspect of it, I see the Tigers are going to be strong between the pipes for the next several years. Although in the organization they got to find some.
You got to find somebody else.
Yeah.
No,
can't run into the same problem you had there.
Exactly.
No, you've got to find somebody.
So, but my other highlight is Dustin Egenloff.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is out for the first 5-6 games due to academics.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back. He ends up, after missing 5 or 6 games, whatever it was, I'm not sure off the top of my head, he ends up leading the team in scoring. So,
yeah.
I mean, you could tell this kid, he's not only a leader on the ice, he's a leader off the ice, because when he wasn't able to play, he was here every game. And
he's one of those guys that was a freshman that we saw years ago and said, boy, this kid's going to be good. Yeah. So if anybody is going to be able to impart onto those underclassmen how important it is, it's a guy like him.
And they're packed. The team is packed with a bunch of young kids, like you said, Brian. You got Nick Hart. You got Josh Scott, Trey Kurtze. Just you can go down the list. Braden Lang. These kids got some talent. Luke James. He's that little Flurry kind of,
Theo Flurry,
Flurry that can just, scoot under people and get around you. But there's there's a good future for those kids, the underclassmen coming up. And the future, I mean, you might say, wow, this was bad. The Tigers are in a bad way. It was a bad season. I mean, record-wise.
It wasn't the season that it
they
did not
were
live up to the
anticipating.
Tiger expectation.
Exactly.
I mean, you have a Montour team and a Franklin Regional team that would have taken the Tiger season
Right.
This year, and
Yep.
Right. That's kind of the great thing about parity in Class AA is there are a lot of halves. There are a lot of halves, and you got to have a lot to be one of the top dogs.
Right.
And Tigers just things just didn't bounce their way. There was a couple games that could have gone their way, and you can analyze it for any season of any hockey team, of any sports team. Well, if we had one or two bounces, things could have been different. But ultimately, these kids, especially these 8 seniors that walk out of the Airport Ice Arena for the last time, and boy, if you want to talk about good things, that has to be one of them.
Yeah, walking out of
Walking
here.
out
It
of
gives
here.
you a warm feeling, not just because you're happy to move on, but
Not
because
tonight.
it's warmer outside. Yeah, not
Yeah.
tonight. It's colder outside tonight. My toes would tell you otherwise, but no, it's the thermometer doesn't lie. But yeah.
So,
Thinking that you don't have to play your home games here anymore is kind of a good thing.
yeah. But
Unless you had to do Kane.
the next
Oof.
the next couple seasons, I think for the Tigers, the sky's the limit. I mean, I think they can definitely be contenders because the talent they got coming up. Like I said, Brian, I think we think the same way. You build a team from the pipes out,
That's right.
and I think they're going to be really strong between the pipes for the next couple of years. You look at the 2 goaltenders they got on the roster right now, and Wollstonecroft and Durkin, and they're both young. So there's a lot there.
Well, to put a lid on things, gentlemen, your prediction for the PIHL championship, I'm going to go with chalk here. I'm going to go Bishop Canavan.
It's kind of hard not to. I mean, every year when you think they're going to have a down year, they just steamroll, and it's just
And this year more than any, I mean, 20-2.
from stem to stern, they just don't have a weak player. They don't have a real standout star player, but man, the whole team is just solid from the pipes all the way down the middle. Just everybody's really good on that team. It's it's hard to go against Canavan, but when you get in the playoffs, a team like Greater Latrobe.
Somebody gets on a roll. Yeah.
Greater Latrobe has that experience as well to come out and get those wins, and so it wouldn't and because of the standings, they wouldn't have to face each other for a while.
Right.
So
and then I throw in another team into the mix, Armstrong.
that was the other one I was thinking of because they surprised a lot of teams.
Yeah.
That team has a ton of speed, just a ton of speed.
Okay, so we have Canavan, we have a Latrobe, and Mr. Lesh.
Who said Latrobe? Oh, you did. No, I got to agree with you, Matt.
Okay.
Canavan to me is just like they're just a machine.
Yeah.
They just like
But you know what? Bishop Canavan, Greater Latrobe, boy, is that a perfect final.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
And that's and a perfect point too is it's one game.
Yeah.
It's not best of 7.
And
Actually-
that's what I'm saying. If it comes down to that one game, both of those teams have that experience.
Yeah.
That it's almost a coin
You
flip.
go anyway.
Actually, I would rather, if you want my perfect final, would be Bishop Canavan and Erie Cathedral Prep. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you
I
knew
bet you
that.
are.
I know exactly. I started laughing already.
Because Erie.
I thought you were going to leave us hanging.
No, I'm gonna leave now.
Thanks for listening. Here we go.
Erie Cathedral.
Good night, everyone.
Cathedral Prep. They started out the season. I'm thinking, what is going on up there? They couldn't win a game, and I'm telling you what, second half of the season, they are almost unbeatable. And I'm thinking right now, Cathedral Prep and the Crusaders of Bishop Canavan are right there. I mean, they're the 2 top
That's
teams
another
as far as
rematch epic battle of years past too.
Yeah.
So
And they're both parochial schools.
Yes.
Nudge.
Don't get me going on that.
I knew the minute you said that, I'm like, he's going one or two ways here, and if he doesn't go the parochial way, I'm mentioning it. I'm going to poke the bear.
Well, you know what, gentlemen, from me to on behalf of Champs, thank you so much. You guys are the best of the business. I don't care what anybody
Thank
says.
you.
I will make the argument. I'll go to bat for you guys any day of the week.
It's all because you keep us reeled in. Without you at the helm, we'd be going off on a tangent like you wouldn't believe.
Game? What game?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are top dogs, no doubt about it.
Oh,
The cat's meow.
Well,
I got a tiger in my eye.
and we also want to thank Craig Bione, the president of the Mood Tiger Hockey Association.
Very much.
Scott Kabaka, the head coach of the Tigers this year, all of the Tiger board members, moms and dads that put in the hard work and effort to make these games go on week in and week out. Really a terrific group of parents, and the ones that stick around, we'll see you next year. The ones that are headed off and encouraging their kids to get out of the house and move on to college and better their lives in one way or another. Best of luck to all 8 seniors and whichever path that you choose, whether it be college or elsewhere.
Or the Jokers.
The Jokers.
Ice Castle's not that far a drive.
That's right. But for one more time this year, for Al Lesh and Brian Fadeley, Jeff Wink, and our entire Champ Sports Network crew, I'm Matt Fargo saying this season has been a presentation of Mood Tiger Hockey on the Champ Sports Network. Good night, everybody, from the hottest ice in town.